Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, today I am going to create a card using a brand new stamp set over at Altenew. My project today is actually part of a blog hop that Altenew is celebrating their brand new release with. It's a blog hop and giveaway, so if you guys want to head on over, you can check out lots of inspiration, and I believe all you have to do is leave a comment on each of the blogs to enter in the giveaway, but the details for that are over on my blog. This is the In the Woodland stamp set. It's a 6x8 stamp set. I do have the coordinating dies. Altenew sells them individually, the stamp set, the die set, but then they also sell it in a bundle. So I'll list it below if you guys want to check it out. In the stamp set, there's just 2 florals. It looks like there's lots more, but the floral sets are very large. And this one was so pretty. I thought we would do a little bit of alcohol marker coloring. So I'm offsetting it on a card front panel. It is actually Nina cardstock, and I'm going to be using some alcohol markers to color in my image. So let's ink this up with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. We'll stamp this and you guys get to see how pretty this beautiful flower is. And then I'm going to grab my Altenew artist markers. I haven't used these in a while. This is a 12-piece set, and it has some golden tones, teals, and blues. I'm just going to use the teals and the blues and color in the center of my cards today. Well, I'll play some music while I color, and then when I'm done coloring, I will get you back. Okay, coloring is all done, and you can see I just concentrated in the middle and left the outer petals white. I think this is so easy to do, and it really does create a real pretty soft, stunning look. I'm going to take the coordinating die and die cut out my pretty flower. We'll just line this up. The nice thing about this die is it does cut out some of the inner pieces of the floral. You'll see here. Okay, that's going to be a great focal point for my card. Next, we're going to create a background. To do that, I'm going to be using another die set. This is not part of the brand new release. I've had this for a while, but this is called the String Panel Cover Die. It creates really neat lines that if you die cut it out once, it looks fabulous, but if you do it twice, you can flip it around and then you can create kind of a stringy effect. So I did it with some dark purples and a craft color cardstock, and I think the craft is throwing it off because it's a little bit too warm. So I'm going to do a redo and die cut it out with a gray, a cooler gray cardstock with a purple, and I think that's going to be a little bit more color pleasing. It's easy to run through the die cutting machine. I'm going to use my tape runner. You could use glue if you wanted to, but I already adhered my purple string panel, and now I'm going to layer this on top. I got to flip it around, and then we have 2 different strings. They're just crisscrossing. I think this makes a very unique background in close-up pictures you'll see how pretty it is. Okay, once my background's complete, and my card base is actually an A2 size card base, so this is actually a cover for that. I'm going to now stamp my sentiment. There's lots of pretty sentiments in here. I chose a block, it's not really a block letter, it's lowercase letters, but a sentiment says, "You have been on my mind." I'm going to stamp it on some black cardstock. I wanted to create a strip. A lot of the sentiments in here have a scripty font, and then it has the lowercase letters, but I just wanted a simple strip, keeping my card kind of clean and simple today. We'll treat my black cardstock with my anti-static powder tool, add some VersaFine ink, Versamark ink. I get those two mixed up, not when I create, but the words. And then we're going to go over our sentiment with some white embossing powder. I'll just go ahead and grab my heat gun and we'll melt it, and then we have a sentiment ready to go. I do need to create a strip, so I'll bring in my paper trimmer and we'll trim this down. I'm going to block off the left and right here, and then our sentiment is good to go. I'm going to go ahead and take some foam adhesive, add it behind my sentiment and also behind my floral, kind of filling in the open areas. This is going to, since we went off on the left side, it's going to line up perfectly on that edge. So we'll put it a little bit lower towards the bottom, and then we'll remove the release paper off of our sentiment and find a home for this. I think this bottom lower corner is going to be nice, but we have a lot overhanging. About half of it's overhanging, so I want to take another piece of foam tape, cut down a real thin strip, and tuck it under there so it's nice and level. Now I love the way this turned out, and I don't want to go too crazy with bells and whistles, so all I'm going to do is bring in my white gel pen, and we're going to add a little bit of white detail to the center of this flower that's pretty close to our sentiment. Just a little few dots on the edges, and then that finishes off my card today. I hope you can join us for the blog hop. I know you'll be inspired. Links are down below in the description area. Have a great day. We will see you again real soon, guys. Bye-bye.